You know what I'm fascinated about, Helen? I'm fascinated about what it's like to be pregnant in prison. True redemption is seized when you accept the future consequences for your past mistakes. Think about that. Well, one of our guests is thinking about that. Joining us from Sacramento, California, is Helen. Helen hopes the results of a DNA test will help put the past behind her. Since Helen was 13, she's admittedly made mistake after mistake. And that last mistake caused her to give birth to her son while she was in jail. So today, Helen believes her ex-boyfriend, Roe, is the father of her son, Jason, but due to her dark past, Roe simply does not believe it. This is Helen's story.
I gave birth to my first child when I was only 13 years old. I wasn't ready to become a mother. I couldn't handle the responsibility. So I rebelled and I turned to the streets.
As a troubled teen, Helen found herself making a string of bad decisions. Decisions that would have serious consequences.
I was in and out of jail for most of my life. 4 years ago, I got locked up again. Once I was in jail, it was confirmed that I was pregnant. My son, Jason, is now 4 years old.
The day Helen gave birth to Jason was both a day to celebrate and one of the darkest of her life.
I was all alone when I had Jason. Roe wasn't there, my mom couldn't be there, and I was handcuffed to my hospital bed. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, not even my worst enemy.
3 months ago, Helen was released from prison. With a new lease on life, she's now focused on one thing.
I've missed the first 4 years of Jason's life, and I'm gonna make it up to him. But Jason deserves both his parents. That's why I need to prove to my ex-boyfriend, Roe, that Jason is his son. This DNA test is everything. Because once I prove Roe is the father, he needs to step up.
So, it's been 3 months since Helen was released from jail. How's it been for you, Helen, since you've been reunited with your family?
Maury, it's been amazing. I've been blessed beyond measures. My son is so smart, intelligent, a well-rounded kid, and it's not no due to me, you know. My mom has done a really great job. The only sour part is Roe. All of a sudden he's denying my baby and acting like he's not the father.
So this DNA test is all important for you, and you have no doubt that
Yes.
Roe is the father, even though you admit you were living kind of a wild life before you went to jail.
Yes, I was living a wild life, but me and Roe, we've been doing this for years, Maury, and that's who I was with intimately, you know? And I know it's his baby. I can look at my baby and I see it all over him.
You had a baby when you were 13, and that baby was raised by your mother, right?
Yes, Maury.
How come you got into such trouble? Because guess what? Your mom says, you know, it wasn't that you weren't loved and you didn't have a home when you were a kid. You had a home to go to.
Maury, when I got pregnant at 13, I was made to have my baby. We're Christians. We don't believe in abortion, you know, and I was overwhelmed. I couldn't deal with it. I was not equipped to be a mother. And so I turned to the street and I started doing drugs. And with that came a lot of other things, you know.
Your relationship with Roe, it was kind of off and on for a long time?
Yes. Roe is selfish. You know, Roe can be so charming and
I'm selfish.
And the number one guy when he wants something, when it's
I'm
for
selfish.
Roe, you know. But if it has nothing to do with Roe and it's not his game, he's horrible.
Okay.
He's a deadbeat.
I'm a deadbeat. Okay, Helen. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm fascinated about, Helen? I'm fascinated about what it's like to be pregnant in prison. So tell me about that. Are you separated from the rest of the population? Do you get regular doctor's appointments? What happens?
Well, yes, we get regular doctor's appointment. I'm locked down 23 hours a day in a cell with another roommate. I get one health snack. It was really one of the lowest moments of my life. I really felt so lonely and defeated, just outdone, you know?
So when you deliver, how is that? I mean, are there guards around? Are there...
Maury, it was one guard and me handcuffed to a bed the whole time.
You're delivering a baby and you're handcuffed?
I'm handcuffed by one foot. One foot is shackled to the bed while I'm trying to deliver this baby. And I have no family, no
That's what she's
friends,
trying to
no
do to me.
support. No family, no friends, no support. I was not able to spend any time with my baby. I had my baby in 2 days after they shipped me straight to prison. So I had no time to bond or anything, you know? While I was in there, though, my mom got a message through to me and told me that she was in the hospital and that she would not leave until she had my son. That was the only high point for me.
Jason, after 2 days, goes home with your mother, and you spend the rest of your time, well over 3 years, in jail, separated from your child.
Yes.
Right. So now you get out. By the way, did your mom come to prison with Jason from time to time or not?
My mom is an angel, you know, and she should have gave up on me a long time ago, but she hasn't. My mom visited me at least twice a week, every month. Like, I was able to get to know Jason in prison due to her, you know? She never let him not know me.
Has Roe been involved at all in Jason's life?
Like I said, as far as I know, he has not done anything. My mom said in the beginning, he bought a few Pampers, he bought a few outfits. But Maury, that was the very beginning. My baby is 4 years old.
She's been gone, Maury.
He's 4, and he hasn't done anything.
Roe, you don't trust
Maury?
Helen when she says you're the father.
No, I don't trust nothing that Helen says. Helen just tries to trap me, control me, basically.
What do you mean by control you? In other words, don't you think that you could be the father?
It's a possibility, but I don't think he looks like me at all.
Why doesn't he look like you?
Tell him why, Ro. Tell him why you think.
He's a handsome young man, but,
Tell him about the glasses,
but my
Ro.
family has strong genes. He doesn't look nothing like me, Helen, and you know that. My son looks just like me, and my genes are strong. And I would be able to really tell from looking at him, if he was my kid, I would be able to know, period.
So you never told me that my baby looks like you, Ro? You wasn't telling me that was your son?
You just told your mom that. What if it's
Ro.
neither one of the guys? Maury, I don't think that kid looks like me.
That kid, Ro?
I don't look at.
Wow.
Look at that kid, Maury. That kid doesn't look like me. That kid doesn't even have my nose. He doesn't have my lips. He doesn't have nothing. She was sleeping around. You know he was.
Okay. I want to talk before we get to the results. There's one more person I want to talk to, and that is Helen's mother, Gail, because Gail seems to be, as far as I'm concerned, the hero of this whole story. Because not only is she taking care of Helen's oldest child, she's been taking care of Jason since he was 3 days old. She's in Sacramento. Gail, welcome to the show. Congratulations on stepping up and doing this.
Mama.
Now,
thank you, Maury. Thank you so much. And Ro, don't you dare come at my daughter like that. You was with my daughter every day. You stayed in my house. You ate my food. Don't you come at us like that. You know that's your son.
You know Helen better than knows Helen. And you know Helen be doing her thing. And Helen always doing her thing. Can't nobody stop her from doing her thing. And that's just what it is. Period.
Today you're gonna prove that you are his father.
Okay. All right, everybody, hold on. I want to talk to Gail.
Say that I'm not.
I want to talk to Gail.
What are you going to do when
Gail.
you say that I'm not?
I want to talk to Gail. Gail, what does Jason mean to you? That boy's
Jason means the world to me. I wasn't going to give up till I got that baby. I told Helen that when you have this baby, you don't got to worry about nobody because I'll be there for you and that baby. And I've been there. Pampers, waking up, fever, everything, hospitals, whatever it took, I was there for that baby. And I'm going to still be there. I've been trying to come on this show for a whole year. I reached out to your producers to get me on this show to make sure that Rose step his game up and take on responsibility. I did everything for that baby. He did nothing.
Well, let me ask you this, Gail. Has Helen stepped her game up?
Helen's come home and she's done great. She's been there with her son. She's there with him every day. Ro is the one that still, we just celebrated his 4-year birthday party, and Ro didn't even show up for that.
Where were you? Right.
Gail,
you forgot, right?
Gail, you think they look alike?
I think they look alike, Ro. They got the same stature.
She tried to make me go there.
Look at him. Look at him, Maury. Look at his eyes. Look at Ro's eyes.
She tried to make me go there.
Ro, you know that's your baby. I don't know why you're doing this. And you've told me over and over again you believe that's your baby. So now why are you saying he's not?
Gail, what did he say? What did he
if
say?
If he is, I'll step my game up.
Good. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to find out.
He said he was his, Maury.
All right, everybody, hold on. I've got the answer right here. Helen?
Yes.
Yes.
Ro, Gail, here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Jason, Ro, you are not the father.
Oh, no!
I told you, baby.
No.
I told you, baby.
You are not the father.